all by himself.
Hey, Caroline, would you mind moving your bike, honey? I gotta go to the grocery store.
When I saw Amy walk by with the keys in her hand, I'm like, whoa, whoa. I was thinking in my head, where are you going? You can't leave.
As I was driving away, I saw Brian. He was like, oh my gosh, where are you going? How long are you gonna be gone for? I can't believe you're leaving me with all these kids.
All of a sudden, I was in charge. It was a little high pressure for me.
And it was the first time that Brian was left with all 6 children. He had to do all the things that Amy does every day. When Brian was feeding Maggie, he stuck the bottle in her mouth and just sat there like it was a chore. He was so disconnected. It's as if Dad is just waiting for Mum to return. He was there physically, but really not emotionally. And after only an hour, Dad calls Mum.
I was thinking when I left, oh my gosh, I know I'm gonna get a call.
Are you on your way back? Are you on your way back?
I'm beginning to wonder if there's any way to get Brian involved with his children at all. As the day drags on, it becomes painfully obvious that Brian has absolutely no idea how to handle his children.
I'm still sitting here.
I had to get my mind focused, have to feed them lunch, and Thomas needs a sippy cup, and, you know, who eats what and who likes what, who doesn't like apple juice, that sort of thing was all coming at once.
When Brian gave the children lunch, there's no connection once again. There's no talking, there's no laughing, there's no communicating. They just don't talk to each other. And after lunch, things go from bad to worse. As the girls scatter around the neighborhood on their bikes, Dad is completely unaware. Since he doesn't communicate with them, why on earth should they bother checking in with him?
Here, honey, I'm gonna go get the other kids, so I want you to feed Margaret.
I can't believe it. Brian's not even trying. He's just giving up.
They kind of have each other to play with. As long as they're happy, they're okay. Make sure the bottle's in her mouth. I don't want to be at home with the children.
Daddy!
Hold on, Emery. My time is more valuable doing something else. Like preparing something for church or learning a new song for church. That's where I needed to spend some time.
Even though Brian is there, he's totally oblivious because he's too busy with his own life. We're missing one. Where's Mary?
Did she leave?
And I have to point out to him that one of his children is missing.
Mary?
He had to go out and chase her.
Mary Elizabeth! I had to start doing head counts, where normally I kind of leave that to Amy to do. I didn't know what to do, just panicked.
Is she anywhere to be seen?
When all of a sudden I was in charge, and it was like that crisis management mode. Mary! It scared me. I mean, all I could see in my head was a car driving by, and I couldn't get there in time.
He actually went outside and saw Mary riding away down the street on her own and was not listening to him when he called her.
Mary was riding her bicycle, and it was time to come in, and she was just ignoring me. Did you ask Daddy to come out and ride your bicycles?
Mary said she did.
You're going inside now. You're not gonna play outside right now, since you didn't ask. Go. Mary?
Where's your foot?
What? What did you say? She saw us being firmer and firmer. She called me a name. I can go up to your room right this second. I had to physically move her into the house. March upstairs. But when she remained defiant, it just escalated.
Oh, what you want?
Watch it, Mary.
No.
You're gonna be in here for a little while now.
No. No.
You do not talk to Daddy like that.
Brian seemed to have really grasped everything I told him about the physical needs of his children, but he just doesn't have any clue about the mental needs of his children. You're here, But I still don't, unless you're an extremely deep thinker, Brian, I don't see you mentally sort of engaging with them. Talk more to your children.
Yeah.
Talk to her and, try and find out why she acts up like this.
Nanny took me aside and told me, you need to talk to them. I guess I knew that, but I don't do that. At that point, I decided I needed to make a change. Mary, it's very dangerous for you to run outside without asking mommy or daddy and then not wearing a helmet.
Dad, I couldn't find it.
Well, in the first place, you went outside without asking. And then when daddy told you to come inside to your room, you remember the things you said? Yes?
Yes.
That was rude. And an inappropriate way to talk to people. What was so good about that moment was that it was calm and the war part was over, and now we're just kind of reflecting on what happened a little while ago. I love you, baby.
We had a real breakthrough at that point.
I was looking up twin flames. Jeff and Sheila came right up. They had so much power. It was very abusive.
I'm not evil.
They thought maybe this is a cult.
Could I be Christ?
Once Dad's eyes were finally opened, his entire attitude began changing.
Y'all want to sing songs?
Rather than stealing away to sing his songs, Dad gathered the entire family around and they all sang songs and danced together.
Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Where is Ringo? Where is Ringo? Here I am. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are.
And when Mum walked in the room, she couldn't believe her eyes.
And I thought, oh my gosh. It was like a big light bulb just went off in his head and somebody just turned it on. And he's like, wow.
And for the first time all week, there was joy in the Nannis household.
I was surprised that I enjoyed it. It was actually fun for me.
With Dad on board, my last few days with the Nannises were a joy.
Cheers.
Brian began spending more time at home, making life much easier for his beloved wife.
Miss Maggie has gone off to sleep.
And the kids are far more respectful under the watchful eyes of two parents.
Okay, Emery, your turn.
Mary is now showing her mother the respect she deserves.
I love that.
And all of the children are doing their chores,
Very good.
making for a happy, healthy family all the way around. It seemed the Nannises were truly on the right path, and then Brian did something to prove it.
John, this is Brian. I know I was just nominated to be treasurer and elected, but I'd like to back out. I need to spend more time at home with the family and just kind of overcommitted to all the ministries. Just out of the blue, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and make this phone call and tell them I'm stepping out of the men's club at church, and I wanted to show to Nanny that I was serious. Really? Wow, okay. He said, God first, family second, treasurer third.
Absolutely.
Cool.
I mean, I felt overjoyed because I just knew that was like another night we get with them.
I feel a little relieved.
With both parents now committed to their family, there's nothing left to do but say goodbye. Okay, everybody come on in.
Come here, Emery.
Come on over here. We're going to say bye-bye to Nanny.
I just want to say before I go, you all have just come such a long way. The Nannises have always been a loving family, and now that both parents understand their roles, they're definitely on the right path. Mum, Dad, just remember what I've said and stick with it.
You've helped us more than you know.
And I'm proud of you. You've done a brilliant job since I've been here.
Thank you so much. One thing that Nanny said that really hit home was happy parents make happy children. And I've noticed that difference is when we've changed our attitude, the kids are picking up on that now.
Amy, what can I say? Apart from it's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, it has. It was really hard to say goodbye to Nanny Yvonne because she'd been kind of like our training wheels. And now we had to take our training wheels off and we have to go at it alone. And I really want to keep up the good work so it's not in vain.
What have you got? Thank you. And I don't know what to say apart from be good. Okay?
You will.
Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Kids.
You know, this is the first day of the rest of our lives, and I really do believe that it's kind of like a second chance, because if she hadn't come in, we would have never seen these problems, and then it would have been too late.
While my week in Georgia wasn't entirely peachy, it was extremely fruitful. Brian and Amy now understand that it takes two to parent, and as long as they keep that in mind, everything should be fine. For the kids' sake, I certainly hope they do.